King. Tantra, the way of action by Francis King, because that was the only, in the last few gateways we had. So when I was talking about this shit, motherfucker, like that nigga got up there and was talking about his dick and was talking about all this some crazy shit. I refuse to call myself a divine hoe. You know what I'm saying? You know, what is righteousness? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, damn, you know, so I was trying to give them an aspect that we were supposed to be above the first level of learning that we Africans and we invented all this kind of shit, to go to another level. But the other level was through the sexual thing, and nobody wanted to deal with it. There was a story in Asia. There was a story in India. God sets out on a journey to go get enlightened, to meet the ultimate master. He passed by a prostitute on the way to meet the master. Went 100 years, didn't find the master. Go back another 100 years, pass by the prostitute, don't find the master. Go back another 100 years, pass by the prostitute, and don't find the master. And then on the last 100 years, he go up to the prostitute and say, where the master? She said, I'm the damn master. He said, but you a goddamn prostitute. She said, that's the fucking way I am. So the whole time that nigga could have been unloading some cum off his ass. His balls big as hell. He's trying to find the damn master. Oh, goddamn master. Pull that shit up to the brother master. He couldn't handle the truth. That was the master. She came in the way of the divine whore. Why the hell you think the Jesus story, he don't befriend nobody, but he get right when it comes to that prostitute. All y'all righteous people and all y'all righteous ones. But when it comes to the prostitute, he said, we got a special relationship. Because you know, anybody give me some pussy is all right with me. You see? That's the thing. So I got into that. I got into this in the conference too, and I want to say that. Going right along. I want to just get through this sex thing because everybody tripped, but we just got to tell you how the shit is so the motherfucker don't think I'm crazy. I'm looking at this, and all the studies has led to this. Bumping and grinding. Why? Because it's it is the only thing that the damn white church and the rule have been over you tell you can't do. That's the thing they tell you. Why the hell you think they got the campaign of these TD Jakes and mother woman art thou loose? And they got thousands of motherfucking women and shit doing this shit here and all. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm all frustrated and shit. You know what I'm saying? All this shit here. And they tell a woman out there working, they telling the black woman psychologically, don't fuck. So that's what it's on. It's interesting. Ain't that, you said it? There you go. You hear that? You hear that shit? Look. Here it is right here. Now, although it was a lesbian woman, but she had to write the thing. We got this last week in Detroit. Medical need for orgasm in women. Say it releases oxytocins. You see? And it releases the oxytocins that enhances stress. Right here. The need for the orgasm. The more you have, the powerful you become. So one sister told me, she said, can I do that shit masturbating? I said, you damn sure can, baby. I guess no one, no men around, she said. Told me that shit in Charlotte. But she was honest, because the bunch of them up in that motherfucker wasn't saying that, and they had no man. She was like, wait, fuck that, you talking all that good shit, and I do that shit masturbating. I say, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get you some toys and whatever. Some Tonka toys, some G.I. Joe motherfuckers, some Big Jim, or some, you can even get Barney, little purple ass. Barney, you's a big fat purple ass dick. I love you and you love me. Now give me this goddamn orgasm. Use Barney ass. So they're talking about this. So they're talking about this. I just want to just get through this little thing right quick on the little sexual thing, because I was trying to tell you. Now in this book, Modern Sex Magic by Donald Michael Craig, in there they talk about Modern Sex Magic by Donald Michael Craig. First of all, on the temple walls, eating pussy is called cunniling. Cunniling or cunniling. That's on the temple walls. It's also it's in this book. It's also, they show it in the damn book where them niggas in India eating, clicking on that clit. Check Kama Sutra, all that shit, where they licking on that clit. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. White motherfuckers didn't even come up with that shit. I'm talking about this. When we was thinking it was a white thing, the head white people had tapped into the Kama Sutra when the damn British conquered India. And they started eating pussy based on the damn Kama Sutra, and the shit went across the Atlantic, and then farmer boys started doing it, and you was thinking that it's a redneck thing. You didn't know they got that shit from the Africans. In the Kama Sutra. You see? Now in here, they talk about it, two things. They talk about it in this book, Modern Sex Magic by Donald Michael Craig. They talk about several kinds of orgasms. Multiple orgasms, sequential multiples, compound multiples, and serial multiples. That's the one you want to get up to, where you get a flurry of them off, just going off at one time, like fireworks. Yeah. They talk about they got an African tribe. They locate in here. They got an African tribe where they teach the women to skeet and wet up the wall. Not with no piss. With semen or a form of female ejaculation. And these African girls, by the time they're 13, they got to know how to wet the wall. I said, that's some good old shit right there. Goddamn, I need to go over and get me one of them to improve motherfuckers that can wet up a wall and wet up my goddamn bed. Damn that old golden shower shit. You white man say, white man, you like, I peed on me, baby, pee on me. They talking that shit. Give me some damn wet up the wall shit. They got it in this book, African girls. They got this shit. Donald Michael Craig, them sisters have to wet the wall. We need to get some of them motherfuckers up in Harlem. Make us some money. Tell them you gotta get the elixir. It'll cost you $200 to get the elixir. Wet the wall up. And that's the semen. But what it is it is done by massaging the G-spot. They talk about the G-spot up in here. And you massage that G-spot and you get a liquid that come out of that shit. That's elixir. That's the spot. Get some of that shit then, and I don't give a fuck. Mix that motherfucker up in some warm. In some scotch. Now y'all crazy, but I'm talking metaphysics here. Because go get the book Sexual Alchemy by Donald Tyson. And they talk about sexual fluids. Sexual Alchemy by Donald Tyson. They just came out with that shit last year. And they talk about the damn fluids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put some of that shit in your coffee. Donald Tyson. Donald Tyson. They said, man, that nigga there done lost his mind. I know the shit coming. Because I'm guarantee you, we can't deal with nothing. We need to create a mutation in the mind. See, the white man is not a mutant, he's a hybrid. There's a difference. A mutation happens in nature. We have albinos. A mutation happens in nature. So that's a natural occurrence. The white man is a hybrid. That means that motherfucker was created, grafted. Because, you know, the white people are calling themselves mutants now. All the X-Men shit. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because the Christ form is a mutation. You have a regular human, then you have an illuminated person that goes beyond the human spirit. That is a mutation. That is something that mutates from the original form. So white people are calling themselves mutants. That means they're calling themselves Christ. They're not mutants, they're hybrids. See, they call themselves mutant at first because that meant that, okay, we might be abnormal, but that's just something that occurred in nature. No, hell no, ain't no nature gonna produce no goddamn white race. You see what I'm saying? So they are hybrids. You see, so you have to create a mutation in the mind. Now, going on in this book, The Soul of Sex by Thomas More. The Soul of Sex by Thomas More, excellent book. In here, he studies the word orgasm, and it means a sacred piece of land between two goddesses, Persephone and Demeter. And that's a form of, if you want to break it down to, mother-daughter thing on the African thing, it would probably be Oshun and Yemenya, mother-daughter. Or would also, in Kemet, it would probably be Heru and Isis, a sacred land between two goddesses. Also, the goddess Aphrodite is up in there, which is another form of the great mother Yemenya. So all this shit is in here about the orgasm. Now, in other books, Linda Folario is a white girl who was in the Cincinnati Journal of Magic on the Crawley. Well, this is a spinoff of a Crawley group. They basically follow Kenneth Grant out of England. And in here, she has a part in here about orgasm magic that gets you from universe A, which is the matrix, to universe B, which is the other dimension. So this is the kind of shit why the church got to come out and reinvest in new preachers with 8-button suits on and square-toe gaiters and shit, you know, they got this shit together like that because they got to stop you from becoming the freak that you're supposed to become. But you say, damn, you motherfucker just called us a freak. A freak is a mutation. You see? That's called Christos. That's called, if you say a freak of nature, we're not talking in the regular standard form. We're talking about alchemical components in the body that has to be woken up. But you can't wake this shit up being the best human you can be and being quiet with spider webs around your shit. See what I'm saying? And you can't do it with the white woman. You can't do it with the white woman or no other kind of woman. Chinese don't have this shit. You fuck around and get some egg foo young. The only people that can produce these elixirs are the ancient, original people. These alchemical fluids that is in the lowest form of the scrotums and the anus at the root chakra they can only be of the primordial origin that had the melanin molecule. Can't be no white people or no other isms. So it can't be no Eskimos. Know what I'm saying? Can't be none of them kind of people. It's got to be that black woman. The motherfucker who can, when the woman dances, who can dance the best? A sister, right? If she dancing, is that some energy, if that's some demons or damians or what you call amians, hidden forces inside of her dancing. That's those alchemical forces inside of her that move. That's the good shit. You get where I'm coming from? So this is the kind of shit you got to do. One last thing on that. One last thing on that. Because motherfuckers tried to crucify me. I refuse to be a divine hoe. That nigga talking all that old sex shit. I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Isis. So I told him about when I was in college, and I think I said it the last time I was here, when I was in college, how they had them two girls that fucked the whole dormitory of boys. Took down one dormitory one night, took down the other dormitory the next night. And I was trying to talk about how the feminine energy is so powerful. We get 3 women, we had to call Undertaker. And I told them about this shit, and niggas lost their mind. So that nigga there got some old vaudeville act up there. He doing some old joking show. He done turned to Richard Pryor on their ass. I'm the goddess Isis. I ain't fucking a whole lot of niggas. I'm gonna be like Mother Teresa. Let my shit get gangrene and rot the fuck off. She probably lost her clitoris at age 19. That shit rolled under the bed. Her shit, Mother Teresa's clitoris probably rolled off like an old BB. Like a Boston baked bean. It probably big as a Boston baked bean. She ain't had that in a while. That shit probably just went boom. Her shit rolling in the bed like a Boston baked bean, and a rat ate it. Rat ate her clitoris. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that something? That's the funniest shit. They had a movie called A Killing Machine with Sonny Sheba. Never seen that shit? Back in the day, Killing Machine. And they had raped this little girl, and Sonny Sheba came in there and cut off their dick and threw it out in the road, and a dog, an old damn dog with the mange came was eating the hell out of that dick. That's what happened with Mother Teresa and these old Puritan, nun-ass hoes. Now, hold on. So, I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Isis. I would never screw nobody like that because I'm the goddess Isis. Well, let's see what the fuck Isis says in this book. Alright? Let's see what Oshun and Isis. Alright, now see, I knew I'd get your ass. See, Dr. Ben say, when a motherfucker don't believe you, put that scholarship on their ass. Put it right in their face like Dr. Ben say. Okay then. I ain't no fucking hoe. I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Isis. I'm the goddess Oshun. I'm the Virgin Mary. I'm Mayat. Well, let's see what the fuck Isis and Mayat does. All right? I'm going to put it right on you. Let's see how big a good old... Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Let's see how Isis get her freak on. Isis is what is Isis? Virgin Mary. You talking about I'm the Virgin Mary. I'm walking around this motherfucker and had none in 500 years. Oh Jesus! Oh Lord Jesus! Oh 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 Jesus! Well, let's see what the fuck the Virgin Mary does. You want to be like the Virgin Mary? Say fuck that shit. Virgin Mary said, I'm getting my freak on. Get some kitchen utensils. All right. See, okay, because first I thought I was joking, all right? See, he said, that nigga done lost his mind. So that motherfucker there done gone crazy. We ain't never seen Bobby like this before. Motherfucker say, whoever that was on that stage that wasn't Bobby. They just thought I was some old big old fat nigga from down south. Some old Kentucky Fried Chicken eating nigga, just dancing and slinging and shit. Okay. All right, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Now, Do your homework. You got Isis in one part of Africa. You got Ishtar. You got Astarte. You got Inanna. You got Aphrodite. You got Oshun. All of these are the same people. Just do your damn homework. Now, so this book is called From Distant Days by Benjamin F. Foster. Tales and Myths and Poetry of Ancient Mesopotamia. That just means ancient Africa. All right? Let's see what Isis does. Isis does the same shit them two girls at Benedict College did. Isis or Mary, we'll use Isis. Then I will use Oshun. You know, so Oshun Isis will not tire. So she got some boys coming up there, and this is an ancient fragment. Ishtar will not tire. That's Isis. Will not tire. So a boy comes up to her and go, come on, come here, give me what I want. Another one comes up to her and say, come here, let me touch your vulva. You see? So this is some straight up Rick James freak show shit coming right out of damn the ancient world. This is all that fragments and shit they got over in Germany. So they got a lot of shit in Russia and in Germany of sexual shit coming out of Hemmitt, where them niggas were doing orgies and all kind of shit. Niggas was having a ball. Now, let me touch your vulva. So then Isis says, since I am ready to give you what you want, oh yeah, I'm ready to give you what you want, come and get all the young men in your city together and let us go to a shade of a wall. So she said, look nigga, you ain't gonna hang, so let's quit bullshitting around. In order to satisfy me, you're gonna have to go get all them niggas, all your friends together. Because when I start, I don't want no 2 minutes. See what I'm saying? I don't want no 2 minutes. I don't want no 2 niggas to go in 5 minutes. I want to get busy. All right, so she says, since I am ready to give you what you want, go get all of the young men in your city together and let us go and go to a shade of a wall. I'm saying, damn, I'm reading some 5,000-year-old shit getting horny. I like you. Isis, you're all right with me. You know. 7 to her midriff, 7 to her midriff, 7 to her loins. 60 then 60 satisfy themselves upon her nakedness. The young men have all tired, but Ishtar will not tire. Come on, motherfuckers. Come on, fellas, for my lovely vulva. And as the girl demanded, you see, get on with it. And the young men have all gave her what they wanted, and all the young men tired. Now this is fucking Isis. Vanessa Del Rio. Now that's a good one. We need to put up a shrine to her black ass. Now, so what I'm trying to say here is, here goes again. I know that you all want to get to another level, but you want to get to another level because you have taken a Christian model and now you become Egyptian, but you still got the Christian model in your mind. So you're looking for Horus and Osiris to be like a eunuch like the white Jesus. And Osiris got a big old dick. All right? So what we're doing is this is therapy. We breaking loose from all the bullshit. All right, now let's go on. All right. I said the name of the book. From Distant Days is the name of the book. Myths and Tales and Poetry from Ancient Mesopotamia by Benjamin F. Foster. From Distant Days, Benjamin F. Foster. This is Ishtar Will Not Tire. Just remember that's the name of the papyrus I read. Okay, let's go on. All right, getting down to business. Well, actually that was the business, but hold on. Let's see here. how many people have been having irregular heartbeats? In the ass, how many people have been having mass, fast heartbeats? Your heartbeats have been going real fast. Palpitations. First of all, you have what is called the primordial heart. The primordial heart is a other dimension that is inside of your heart chakra. When it sets itself up into your heart chakra, this entity or your own soul replaces your regular heartbeat with another pulsation or heartbeat. With another pulsation or heartbeat. That is nothing but another aspect of your higher self coming into being, like your soul coming online, taking over one body. So it's about like them alien movies where the alien get in the body and take over the body. Well, it's the same concept, but the alien is not some bug-eyed person. The alien is your soul. So when this happens, first of all, the first thing they're going to do is they tell you that you got high blood pressure. When your kundalini rises and your soul comes online, your blood pressure automatically, or your heartbeats and the blood pressure automatically goes to another level, especially in black men. The problem here is you don't have stroke and heart attack based on this going to the other level. That's the level it's supposed to go to if you tap into a higher level, even haphazardly, through music, through whatever kind of shit that got you off and tapped into that particular thing and woke up that soul. What happens here is when it happens, we live in a society where you don't get enough water. 98% of the food is processed food, and processed food, what gives it a longer shelf life is what? Sodium, salt. So you stroke out and have heart attacks because you don't have enough water. But when this thing, so the white man will tell you, your heart, you're going to have a high blood pressure for the rest of your life and going to have to stay on medication. If you're supposed to have the shit for the rest of your life, you're supposed to think about it. My shit's supposed to be that way for the rest of my life. That's because you went to a new level. He studied it and he knows it. Why is it that most of the campaigns, the white man will come on TV and tell you about black people have a risk of stroke and heart attack? Now that don't make no sense. On one hand, you're killing us every day, any chance you can get. But yet you're going to come on TV to save our lives? See, to me, you be like, fuck them niggas, they're going to be going anyway between stroke and heart attack. Right? That's not the case. The key here is they got to keep this thing down and they got to take this thing down because they know, and I talked about this the last time, you can go to another level based on that primordial heart. The key here is water. The key here is water. Now, moving right along, let's go into what's really going down. First of all, it says in Hilton Hotima's book, The Sons of Perfection, that one of the key links to the pineal gland is the prostate gland. And the pineal gland is the hardest gland. So if Farrakhan's prostate is fucked up, he ain't hooking up with no pineal gland. So why the hell they following that nigga telling me he the man of God? He gonna get the people out of this shit. But the key here is they're saying that prostate cancer is high among black men. Why is that? That's because they're fucking up the prostate, because in this book, he says that the prostate gland is directly connected to the pineal gland. Hilton Hotima. He wrote on stuff on the Pioneer Land long before Richard King and all of them. So that's all of a sudden the black man is coming down with prostate trouble. See what I'm saying? Very key how this shit is going on. You see, very key. Hilton Hotel, the Sons of Perfection, that's dealing with that. It's all in the line and order on what we're talking about here. Now, let's deal with what's really going on here so we can get another clarity on where we are at this particular time and what we need to be doing. It all started with the Hale-Bopp comet in 1997. Now, to give you a recap on this, because we talked about this. In 1997, they had the Hale-Bopp comet. Then you had them Applewhite people. That's those people that's, I can't use the mic no more, right? No. Okay, yeah. That's the people that killed themselves out in California, them 49 people. So there was a ship behind Hale-Bopp, those Heaven's Gate people. And they was killing themselves behind the Hale-Bopp comet, saying that there was a ship there. You know what I'm saying? That's a joke. White motherfuckers trying to get on the damn ship. A spiritual ship, not that shit they make in Area 51 or whatever. But they even had a black woman, old fool-ass black woman, gonna let some damn white people talk her into getting killed. But if anybody would go to the ship, she'd probably be the only one. Huh? Castrated themselves, all of that. So they talked about how they were supposed to go to the other level on this ship. So immediately, people was laughing, and then they had what is called a remote viewers from Emory University, Lieutenant Colonel Ed Dames and Courtney Brown, come out and go, we're remote viewers. They said, what is remote viewers? This remote viewers was developed by the United States government in the 1940s, psychic spies. Get the movie The Fury. I think that's the name of the movie. The Fury, with 1978 with Kirk Douglas. Dreamscape also, same thing, Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid, 1982. Get the Dreamscape and that particular movie. So they was talking about remote viewing, how they could spy on you psychically. Now we had already known about it in Atlanta because we had heard about them in 1984, and they said there was some witches out at Emory that were spying on the black community. Then all of a sudden these people come out, I said, God damn, them the people that were spying on us in Atlanta. And they came on national TV and said, we are remote viewers, psychic spies. And we developed this thing, but the headquarters is at Emory University, which is like the big Coca-Cola University down in Atlanta, Georgia. It's like the Ivy League of the South. And so they said the headquarters is at Emory University, and we're doing all kind of research. And they said, so what? They said, well, there was no physical spaceship, but there is something behind Hale-Bopp. They said, but it's more like an intelligence, 3 times big as the Earth. Now they had the most accurate view of this shit. Because even in the Golden Dawn Society with Israel Regarded, they had been talking about, they had been seeing this shit in the early 1900s. You see. So they've been tracking this shit for years. They knew it was coming. So, they said it's an intelligence out there behind the Hale-Bopp comet that's 3 times bigger than the Earth. Okay. Then, Discover magazine say, well, this is how we do our thing. We let the Applewhite people kill themselves to throw everything off. Then when the remote viewers come, none of our people don't believe in that shit, because the key here is to never mix science with the metaphysical. Although metaphysical is the only science there is. But they say never mix mundane left-brain collegiate official science with nothing. What? Pseudoscience or whatever. So they said never mix this together, and the people will never know what's going on. So Discover magazine comes out with their article November 1998, a year later. A black hole in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy, in the heart of our own galaxy, beats a a huge, mysterious beast that rules the realm of cataclysmic violence. But why they show this spaceship-like thing? And in the book, they show the ship beaming down like a spaceship. Okay, same thing that the Heaven's Gate people were saying, but the Heaven's Gate people were thinking it was going to be a physical ship going to come down. Like some fucking Enterprise or some dumb shit. You know, so motherfuckers wearing beige t-shirts and shit. You know, but they put this out in 1998. Now, the key here is, in 97 they came out with the movie Fifth Element. And it was this big old ball that comes after so many 500 years or so many thousands of years, this big ball comes and it's evil. And the white man shot the arrows in the ball, shot the missiles into this big ball, and the shit just got bigger. And they say they don't want no money, don't want no fame, they just want to destroy y'all asses. So they put this movie out. They put out a movie called Life Force in 1985, talking the same stuff. You see, talking the same stuff. Now, anyway, what happens is, they got the Fifth Element. What happens here is, this year, in May the 21st, you got it on? Oh, yeah. Is it on yet? You need to get it. Let it cut on. Now, this year, in May the 21st, we entered into a black hole. The same black hole that they talked about here, we entered into that black hole. Now, let me show you how this thing goes. They talk about black hole, then they talk about dark matter. All this is carbon. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. Carbon, which is the basis of melanin. So they talk about the black hole, and they've been talking about dark matter. Now, prior to us entering, they was talking about the black hole. We entered into the black hole on May the 21st of this year. Immediately, USA Today a week later released the article talking about dark matter. Then, y'all stick with me, because I'm going to show you some shit also, because this is just what happens, but then I'm going to show you how the war done started and how that motherfucker rolled on my ass. And I ain't talking about no niggas in some FOI suits or some Black Panthers and shit with some Tonka toys and some, you know, and some water guns. I'm talking about Obatala, Ogun, and Shango. I'm going to go into this here. It's going to be different than what you think it is. Y'all can say, this nigga done lost his mind. And believe me, I'm going to tell you something. What you motherfuckers put me through the other day, y'all motherfuckers better let me go through this shit by my goddamn self, because I'm telling you, these motherfuckers don't play. Well, we're going to go into that in a few minutes. These bastards don't play. But we got something for their ass, though. But we're going into it. Hold on now. We're going to go into this shit in a few minutes, but I got to explain it to you. But them motherfuckers fucked me up so bad, if I didn't have these people in this cover here, I'd have been fucked up. They got my ass. They got me good for about 2-3 days. They rolled on a nigga. Got me good. But I'm going ahead of myself. So, Time magazine comes out June 25th. How the universe will end. Now, June the 13th of 2000, the ABC News say, fuck this shit. You gotta tell the people what time it is. So in 2000, on June the 13th, They came out on Nightline about how the universe going to end, and they said that they got this big black thing out in space. It's like a void, and it's pushing the stars away. And it's like this blackness just covering up the universe. Now this ain't no hodgepodge publicity. This is Nightline News talking. You see, now check this out. They said they got this big thing pushing things out. I got it. Oh, I watched it about 5 times. That night I had the damn VCR ready. The goddamn rabbit ears was acting right because they cut off a cable. They cut cable off. Cut my shit off. So the rabbit ears was right in the right place to get the right reception. So my rabbit ears were acting all right that night. Perfect. Clear. So I'm dealing in the 60s on y'all ass. I got rabbit ears and aluminum foil on my shit. And I have to go like this and go like this and go like this and go like this and go until I get that shit right. You see, so the rabbit ears, look, they had a roll on my cable shit. That shit been gone. That's been gone since 97. Cut shit off. Now, so they said how the universe will end on Nightline. And they said it was a big black nothingness out there that was traveling faster than the speed of light. And they said it was covering up all the stars in the universe. Now I'm going to show you how this thing goes. They said that they had this thing up in there and they looked and they thought wasn't nothing in it. They said, but they found out that in the nothingness was these patterns and there was something in the nothingness. It's on the movie Never Ending Story. You ever saw that movie? Never Ending Story. We're being covered up by the nothingness. The nothingness is covering us up. The Never Ending Story. But nothingness is called Ayin. Ayin Sorta Uda. Ayin Sorta. Which is the top of the spear of the Kabbalah. And the gateway to nothingness is Darth. Which is the third eye. And Sirius. Darth Vader. Darth Vader coming on their ass. That's what this shit is about. So it's on the spear of the Kabbalah. So the nothingness was covering up everything. They said they had some stuff in the nothingness, but it was pushing the stars out. And they said that's how the universe going to end. They said everything is just going to disappear, going to be this blackness. Now Gershom Scholem, who was a head Jew from Tel Aviv, died in 1982. That's the head cracker on the Kabbalah. They studied it, and they say, well, what does all this shit mean? He said, chaos going to just come and take this shit over. But you know, we're in the chaos because we are the blackness. Now, so then they said, so Nightline, that guy said, oh shit, the guy said, yeah, this going to cover up everything. So then Nightline came back. Now here's the pitch to get all the motherfuckers in TV land. They done told all the people who got some sense what time it is. Now here it is for the old ignorant ass niggas and stupid ass white people. Oh, it's traveling faster than the speed of light, but it's going to take a couple of million years. Now wait a minute. You fuck around and get up and that sun start coming up. And you want some more sleep. That motherfucker start coming up in the morning. Shit. Couple of minutes, that shit is bright and shining in your face. And yet they're talking about a couple of million years. Okay. So they did this thing, cool people out. But then Time magazine comes out with this. How the universe will end. This year. Then Thursday, we get this. Talking about the same black hole in the Milky Way, evidence that the Milky Way and the black hole detected. They're talking about the same thing Thursday. All right? In here, they talk about, well, what is it? They talk about all the shit about how they thought the earth was going to end. And then they say, recently, we know how that shit going to end. Dark matter. Now what it is, they talk about the black hole, then they talk about dark matter. See, before you approach the black hole or you sitting on the top of it, that's called the black hole. But when you go into the black hole, you cover over with dark matter. And they're saying all this shit here It's damn dark matter. So that's why they got to drop the metathion and all that kind of shit. Because the dark, huh? Anvil, oh man, they got all kind of stuff. To shut down the Kundalini energy and tell you whatever it is, when you in that black hole, you got to close your black hole. But that's the key. Now that you in the black hole, you got to use your black hole. Even if you got to stick Jackson 5 Live up in that motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Jackson Live. You got to be fucking in the black hole. And none of that ooh, ee, ah, oh, ooh shit. You got to get freaky. Pull out them curtain rods. Get that spoon over there. I want the goddamn spoon. Give me that Tylenol bottle. Some freaky shit. To open up these vortexes, you got to be fucking and fucking. Telling you how this shit go. Because you in the dark matter. All right? What time is it? Because I'm getting ready to get into this other shit. Huh? 5 to 11? Okay, now let me get into this stuff right here on what's going on. Now it is time to get down with the real funky shit. The Black Sun. They talk, oh yeah, by Peter Moon. Awesome book. Awesome book. Black Sun by Peter Moon. Huh? Oh, I'll tell you about that. That's just, I'll go into that in the question and answer 1 minute. We'll clear that up. Now, let me explain what's going down here. I even lost a goddamn girlfriend over this shit. Ginger told me, look, come 2000, if we ain't dead, I'm getting the fuck on, nigga. She said, come 2000, we supposed to kill ourselves or something. Come 2000, if we ain't dead, I'm getting the fuck on. So I said, well, cool. I said, but damn, I was trying to do something to heal myself on something, and the Spirit was like, why the fuck you ain't trying to heal yourself? Why ain't you trying to do a damn ritual to take your monkey ass out? Get to the other side. I said, damn, I never thought about it that way, because I had did all these rituals from 94 to 96, and what shit happening? I was just mad. And the Spirit said, you can't enhance energy that you already have. That's white people shit. Them rituals don't work. So I gave up on the ritual shit. I said, man, I ain't did no ritual since 96. So I told Ginger, I said, we got to do some rituals. She said, oh, man, not that shit again, man, come on. I said, listen. I said, the other time when we was doing that shit, we wasn't trying to kill ourselves. She said, that's it. She said, that's it, that's the key. I said, well, I'm going to work all Christmas to get this shit right. I'm going to study this shit and to get this shit right so we can goddamn slay ourselves. But in 96, I was dealing with the voodoo, and that's where I left off. I said, the voodoo would be the shit to do it. So, we put together this shit, worked on January. On Super Bowl night, we did the shit. But I didn't do the voodoo one. On Super Bowl night, I wrote out my own one. And I got a little bit of energy or whatever, but Ginger was mad as fuck. She said, goddamn, she woke up, she said, man, I'm tired of this damn shit here. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. So about a week before the conference, I said, oh, I didn't use the voodoo. I didn't use the goddamn voodoo in this thing. I said, I got it. So we did the same ritual again, added the voodoo, and they hit me that night, and it was walking all over my face. The shit was walking all in my damn face. I talked about this the last time I was here. Now, then, we did the conference, and I found out that what had happened is we always give our shit to the damn cracker. That a voodoo man is being practiced by thousands of white people. And whenever you do this shit was not made for world systems like religion, like baptism. like holiness and shit, like Protestant. These are damn priesthood stuff. So they done saturated the fucking energy. So, but I had already mixed voodoo and the whole Yoruba thing, a combination of both. So, to get into the story, went to Detroit, did a lecture, woke up that night, rubbed the bedspread. It was April 8th, 9th, and 10th. That was the same time that the Book of Law came to Crawley in AWAS. I woke up and I rubbed the spread and these blue sparks were shooting from my hand on the spread. I said, I'm dreaming. So I went to the bathroom and I came back and I did it again and the shit was still happening. I said, man, there's some energy in the air. The next day I got downtown in Atlanta, when I got back, they led me to a place and I tapped into the Palo spirits, which is the dark side of Santeria, or the dark side of Yoruba. Kept alive by only a few people in Puerto Rico and Brazil. And Cuba. So I said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a ritual, and I'm gonna do like Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters say, don't cross the streams. Remember they saying Ghostbusters? Whatever you do. He said, what you do when you cross the stream? He said, I don't know, but some very bad shit. Don't cross the streams in Ghostbusters. I said, I'm gonna cross the streams. I'm about a crazy motherfucker. I said, man, shit. Ginger was, by that time, Ginger was like, I'm out of this motherfucker. See you later. We didn't die, so I'm going back. I said, damn, man, shit. You done left me in a goddamn house. I said, hell, we was in the apartment, the damn gas. It was central heating, so the electricity and the water was, I only had to pay electricity because the water was free. Electricity and phone. Now I got gas, water, lights, and gas. I said, wait a minute. And I got to pay for the house. I said, damn, I'm fucked up, man. I ain't got no damn money. I said, I'm going to cross these damn streams up. So I put down the Yoruba, I put down the voodoo, put down some Camite stuff, but basically, and I put down the Palo, and shit happened. Got some energy. We could feel the energy in the house, but nothing happened. So August came, and I got a friend when he comes. Every time he comes, I come down with toothaches, come down with colds and all that shit. What happened was we used to hang out together like in the early 80s when we was ignorant as fuck. And now I'm conscious, and he's regressed. So when the energies hit, I was coming down the car, I said, damn, man, he coming the wrong time. So I cleaned up the room and took down all the ritual shit. Because I said, well, it's been up all summer. Let me just clean this shit out and get a whole new slate. But I left down the Palo rituals, the Palo Bebes. That's the symbols, the Palo Bebes. I left them down, and lo and behold, I left them down, the damn shit started working. He came in, he said, he got at 5 o'clock in the morning. He said, I got to go, man, I got to go. He left and went to one of our friends' house. He said, I'll see you tomorrow, we're gonna go ride out. Didn't see him no more till Thursday, and he was getting ready to go back to Augusta. I said, damn, what the fuck going on? I said, oh shit, these motherfuckers working, and they was like, we don't like to work with none of them other motherfuckers. We are straight dark side. And so I started doing rituals that they asked, and shit started working all last fall. And that's when the heartbeat and all that stuff started happening to me, and then this what happened. I'm telling you this shit here right now. In January, because they talk about this shit in Hilton Hotima and all this stuff, they talk about it in Buddhism. Some advanced forms of Buddhism. I came down pregnant, but it wasn't I had symptoms of pregnancy. Goddamn stomach got bigger and shit. That's called the Buddha gut. One damn night, this shit, it's not a physical pregnancy, but it's a spiritual pregnancy. One night I'm laying in the bed, this motherfucker kicking. You know how they say the baby be kicking? This motherfucker was kicking, but this motherfucker was kicking on this side and this. I said, and I wasn't scared. I'm just so happy after 9 years some shit happening. I'm sitting around here and shit, kicking. And then this what happened. I go to the toilet. Now I'll be 40 in 2-3 months. Now here it is, I'm damn near 40. And I go to the toilet, and I ain't no vegetarian no more. But even in vegetarian, this shit don't happen. I go to the toilet and shit out a 40-year-old man shit on me. And on top of the 40-year-old man shit is some little light yellow baby dookie. I swear to God, I said, wait, what the fuck is this shit here? There was a big, this nigga done gone crazy. Nigga talking about the different grades of his shit. There was a big man honk up in that bitch. And on top of that was some yellow baby dookie, Gerber dookie. You don't get that shit from meat, and you don't get that shit at damn near 40. I'm sorry. It was some baby dookie. And this shit was kicking around in me, and I had a psychiatrist, she said that shit gonna mature in about a week. And in about a week, that motherfucker matured, and then I started having sonic hearing like dogs. Get that Superman, the first one. The first hour of that shit is bad. Motherfucker turned, he said, you special, and I know you special, and I don't know what you gotta do, but one thing I know, it ain't for running no goddamn touchdowns. You gotta get the new edition. They just put out a new edition, and they got extra footage when they're on Krypton. I started having sonic hearing. Remember my motherfucking, Gene Hackman say, now unless you a motherfucker with 4 legs, I know the only person can hear me talking is Superman, when it was calling him. Because he beamed that sonic thing. I started hearing sonic hearing. All kind of things started happening. Then, well, I might well get grotesque. Then, the day that Carly, his son called me on that Tuesday. On that Wednesday, my shit swole up. I'm talking about my Johnson, my tallywhacker, my dipstick. I said, what the fuck going on? I said, oh God, what's going on? Oh, shit. Now I'm really scared now. I'm like, what's going on? My shit just swole up on me. And the Spirit said, the Spirit said, don't worry, you gonna like what you see. So what kind of shit is this? Then the next day the shit went down. I was fucked up on that one. I said, man, damn this old metaphysical shit here. You niggas get scared now. I said, damn this old metaphysical shit here. Damn if one gonna have me with a big old pump on my side, pumping my shit up and shit. That motherfucker got a pump on his damn side, pumping his shit up. I said, damn, I have a motherfucker with a pump on my side. I gotta go pump my shit up to get some sex. Pump my shit up with a damn tube and some shit. I said, damn that shit, I got scared as hell. I said, damn, I ain't gonna be going out like this. Going out with some old pump on my damn side. Pumping my shit up. I said, damn that shit. So, about a week later, I'm in the bathroom and I said, wait a minute, hold on. Now, I know how my shit look, but that ain't my shit. You know, I was average. I ain't gonna tell you, I was average. No, all that on my shit down to here. I was average. You know, just goddamn average. I got a size 11 shoe, so figure it out. I was average. Then I said, damn, that is not my shit. Then I said, that's not my shit. Now, going on. Now, going into this thing. Now, this is what's getting down to the real nitty-gritty. In March, these Apollo spirits, one sister out in Los Angeles, her daughter is staying in Little Rock at the time. The daughter starts channeling on a higher level. We ain't talking about no psychic network shit. When we go in, we are right there with all of the deities. I be like, call on Typhon. They call on Lucifer. Lucifer comes to kill all the motherfuckers, kill them all. I said, call on Oshun, call on. We right there in the realm. Then, about 2 weeks later, I'm in this thing with Sister Kimberly. I said, tap in, and she tapped in, and she started doing it. And then, in March, these 4 entities came. Otincha, Sheola, Shumala, Tiacha, and Omagumu. 4 entities came. There's 2 others came after that. And they was telling us what they do. And then I figured it out. The history is that the Europeans, when they were studying H.P. Lovecraft shit, and Kenneth Grant and all them out of England, they was trying to make contact not with the regular deities that you have on the Olympian realm, or the ones that rule over men in this dimension, but they was trying to get in contact with the outer gods, which would be the gods of the next paradigm shift. The pure chaos beings, and the only thing they had was the fictional names, Cthulhu, Azathoth, Yog-Sothoth, Hastar, and Nyarlathotep, and Shub-Niggurath. H.P. Lovecraft had these dreams, and he got those names. So these entities came: Shumala, Otincha, Tiacha, Omagumu, and Sheola. And then, a couple of nights later, Obatala, Legba, Shango, and Ogun came. Now let me get into this science so you know what's going on. Them motherfuckers came and said, look, we don't like y'all motherfuckers. Tell you how. Now don't get come and go into pure scholarship. We got it all down. All you gotta do is study. So I ain't talking no bullshit, but I knew this shit was coming. So we don't like y'all motherfuckers. And y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna never get up here if we got something to do with it. Meanwhile, Oshun, Yeminya, Oya, Olakuna was like, we all love you. They all realized what was going on. See, that's why it's good to study various mythologies, because the Egyptian shit is so fragmented till we may never get none of that stuff, for the simple fact that they got that stuff on lockdown. British Museum, University of Chicago, so we may never get some of that stuff. So you gotta use the existing mythology. Now there's a book called The Glory of Hera. And there's so many words when you study Hessed's Theogony, Ovar's Metamorphosis, the Gilgamesh, the Enuma Elish, and a lot of it, and all that damn Hindu pantheon, which is probably the most cohesive, because they were separated, so they shit ain't in fragment as much. That goddamn Rig Veda, they Ramayana, Upanishads, Mahabharata, that kind of shit. So, when they came, I was confused. I said, goddamn, Obatala, I thought that you was my fucking head all this time. He said, I was. Don't worry. Because this what happened in March. It was just a conversation in March. Them motherfuckers rolled on us the last 2-3 weeks. And we're going to go into this shit right now. And you can take this shit or leave it. But I'm going to tell you what's up. And they might roll on your ass too. Depends on how advanced your soul is. But I got to give you the mythology. Obatala, Ogun, Shango, and Elegba. That's the 4 major deities. Now don't be alarmed. Let me explain how this shit goes. To understand this, I had to go to some classical mythology and some shit from India, because the Egyptian shit, whether we like it or not, is fragmented. We still got that old broad shit. You really don't know. I want to know all about the ins and outs of Osiris. You just know that same old drama. But you really don't know the stories, the complete stories. You understand what I'm saying? You see, now, okay. This is what happened. Now, if you want to get some of this good mythology shit, you got to go to the Strand bookstore. You got to go to the Strand bookstore. Let me show you these things, because you can only get them here in New York City. You're going to see, go to the mythology section, especially the one down there on Fulton Street. Go to the mythology section. You can only get these shits in New York, and they got a bunch of them. Santee Press. They got all these mythology books for like $4. This is one from Spain with the Moors, pre-Columbian America. That's that Olmec and shit. You can get all these things down there like $4. You can only get them at the Strand bookstore. They come from England. They got them all there. So I had to go study this stuff. This is this one, pre-Columbian one. This is one, Myths and Legends of Spain. But they got them Egyptian, they got the Hindu ones, they got the classical mythology. But remember now, all that shit you thinking is Greek, that shit was black, come by the Etruscans. So, let me break this shit down what happened. We were the cosmic beings of another age. They call that in the Kabbalah the primordial worlds, or the primal worlds. Our world is built off of several other primal worlds that existed prior to these worlds, which is a botched job called the Matrix, or illusion, Maya. The primal worlds existed as about the same amount of time as the earth has existed in physical creation. The physical creation brought about a fall of the primal worlds, and the primal energies of the primal worlds ended up becoming humans, and their children who overthrew them became the gods. So we are the mothers and fathers to the gods we worship. Now that's in Gnosticism, that's in the Greek thing, that's in, you can find it even in the damn coffin text. They talk about how Ra overthrew Aether, but he invited all the Egyptian gods to a table, a dinner, and swallowed them all up. Swallowed them into the Matrix. That's in the coffin text. And in this book, if you can find it, Origins of Evil in Hindu Mythology by O'Flaherty. And she go up in this shit. And she say these gods will do anything not to usurp, for you to usurp the power. Now I've been talking about this shit for a long time. We are the mothers and fathers of the gods that overthrew us, that we ended up worshiping. That was the male patriarchal order of creation. Before that, it was the primal world, but when we got down here, we still worship the Great Mother. Now, the story goes that when Oshun, Yeminya, Oya, Olakun, and all of them in that particular one, Hera, Aphrodite, different ones in the Greek one, different ones in the Hindu ones, and Isis, Osiris, Heru, when they were overthrown, when the matriarchal realm was overthrown, they cast the majority of the matriarchal realm in chains and bind them into physical bodies. So Tiamat in the Numeral list is overthrown. Her blood is used to make humans. And inside of our veins is the chaos, the melanin, which is the primordial realm. And the soul is what's trapped into the physical body, which is the matrix. And the brain is the matrix to give us this illusionary world, because the other brain is up under that, which is the third eye. It sees above the matrix. Okay? Now, let's get this thing right. Let's get this right. So, we mostly got cast down into the physical. The other female entities, they needed some female entities for consorts, for wives. This younger, matriarchal Zeus culture. And in order for those female entities that came from the feminine realm, the ones that was left behind that didn't get cast down into the physical bodies, they had to shut their mouths and become submissive to the male entities and become their consorts. Remember, one time it was the realm of the Great Mother. And they only had one son. Then you had the consorts, whereas these male entities started to rule. But they are gods, and they need feminine consorts. So those ones that used to rule in the matriarchal realm with both male and female of the matriarchal order, the ones that didn't get cast down, they had to shut their fucking mouth. And okay, they could be deities. They had to be somewhat subordinate to those male deities, or they would have got cast down too. So, when I tapped into Zarabanda and this Congo right, they are completely dark entities. They are the matriarchal order that got cast down. And as soon as I came and I tapped into it, Obatala and them got offended. Because they are all the male patriarchal, including Ogun, Rape, Yeminya. That's a part of the story. What? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me just... Well, let me tell you, it might be, but I tell you, that motherfucker done going on a rampage now. Let me just go through this here. So they came down, and they knew what was going on. Immediately, now see, we in a psychic realm that most people don't get on. So we see all this shit going on. Immediately back in March, Oshun and them, knowing that the matriarchal order is getting ready to rise back up, they defected and ran over to the side. They were like, oh, no, fuck that shit. We like y'all. Because they remember days when they were goddamn ruling the universe. Okay? So the ones you deal with is the feminine gods. Okay, then this what happened. So last we heard of them, Ogun and them say, we'll never bow down to y'all. And I'd rather cut my head off if we bow down to you motherfuckers to say you all got the rise. That's the last we heard of them until 2 weeks ago. So, we knew then, in the spring of the year, another entity, which is a form of the Congo rites of Cthulhu, but the Congo rites of Osiris, Horus combined, called Kakumbo. He came about, lurking about in April. Kakumbo. This was a bad black motherfucker. He came lurking about in April. He might visit you sisters in dreams. Sex eventually. So if any of you mothers already had a visit from a motherfucker that visit you in dreams, and I know some sisters are already laughing because this shit happened, because when I went to damn Detroit, one sister said, I had him visit me in Denver. He'll visit you in dreams and get busy with you. His name is Kakumbo. The other one name is called Lokeo, that is his feminine counterpart. That's like Heru and Ma'at. But they really started getting to a high level when Sirius rose. Something about in this book here, Dionysus' book, they talk about when Sirius rises, there's a whole lot of bees. It's got something to do with bees. A swarm, bees. Now what is the bees? Bees, if you get one bee by itself, it's dumb. But when they all come together, they become intelligent. That's that African bee, kill your ass. But the bee has a honeycomb matrix that looks just like the melanin molecule. When you look at the beehive. And all this is connected to Osiris and Dionysus. That's why they made the goddamn movie Candyman. Black motherfucker slaying niggas, slaying people for fucking over him. And he got them bees around him. That's Osiris. He was slaying mostly white people. That's that vengeance story. Clive Barker is a big-time occultist. Wrote Hellraiser. Candyman is Osiris. Has his legend that goes back to slavery. That's talking about us rising up. We just didn't get the story. And it's always these bees around him. And honey. Honey is the rising of Sirius. It's all in this Dionysus book. Dionysus, the archetypal image of an indestructible life by Carl Carini. Carl Carini. Now, moving right along. What time is it? Do you got... No, I got to get to this damn shit to start going down. Because for the first time in 9 damn years, this shit done happened and the war done started. So we hear nothing from Obatala and them and Ogun and them. And then when Sirius rose on July the 23rd, they struck one sister, I'm going to give her name or whatever, did a ritual 2 weeks ago. She wake up with a splitting headache. And this is her words, and she's not the type of person that knows all of the little logistics about what these entities are. She's just not getting into this, but she said, look, she said it was Obatala, Shango, Ogun, and I said, please don't say a leg bomb. She said a leg bomb. She said it was around me, and they was trying to kill me, and I was almost dead. She said, until the goddess Sekhmet stepped through and saved me. She said, I was almost dead. I said, damn. And she said she woke up after and she said at the end of that day, she had 2 completely gray dreadlocks. So they really fucked her up. All right. Then the night Aaliyah died, had another sister to tap in on that realm. So when this sister tapped in on the realm, I immediately called up Obatala and all of them. I said, well, why y'all fuck the damn sister up? They said, we just didn't like that motherfucker. Always whining and grinning and shit. And I was like, so what? Do you want us to rise? It was like, hell no. But this the deal. This is the deal. Now, it's all in this book. African Ogun. The African Ogun. In here, he says that on page 98, they say that Africa Ogun directly hold down Kumbanda. Kumbanda is the Apollo spirit, which is the dark side, and Ogun hold the doggone book, they got El Cristo Negro. That's the chief Christ figure of the damn Palo. So these are what is called chthonic beings. They're down here with us. And Ogun and them, in this book, African Ogun, he holds down those forces. So he came through and all of them said, fuck y'all, we ain't doing shit. But what they didn't realize was I had they ass, because I didn't realize it. The 6 other entities that came was comparable to that of Cthulhu in them. And they also had 2 new members. There was Otincha, Sheola, Tiacha, Shumala, and Omagumu. And then they had Kakambo, which is the ultimate Christ figure, and Lokeo, which is his feminine counterpart. The one Omagumu has an army of tens of thousands. So in this book, the Goetia, they got all this shit. I've been talking about this for the last 2 or 3 years. The Goetia, where they got these seals up in there. We talked about this before. And Crawley tapped into these seals. These seals sets on legions of tens of thousands. And they say it's about 10 million, an army ready to take charge. But this system was defunct. So they can't get it out of this Hebrew stuff, because once a system is not used, this stuff was brought up in by the moment. Once a system goes defunct, you have to keep a system that never stops being practiced. Because those entities have to live, otherwise they go reabsorb back into dark matter. So these Goetias, legions of tens of thousands, there was one named Omagumu. He said, I got 10,000 legions. So Ogun started talking that shit. I said, motherfucker, I got a nigga for your ass. Now here's the one that directly hold them down. He's the ultimate warrior, Ogun. I put this Omagumu on that shit, and Ogun hauled ass. Why? Because they're very old, and they need these rituals to keep them going. So they'll sell out the white people just to get those sacrifice, them birds, pigeons, them cakes and shit. To keep their energy so they can keep this matrix going, because they sell over the matrix. And I put Omagumu, I said, Omagumu, you got an army of tens of millions. He said, yeah. I said, get on that nigga ass. And all 4 of them shot the fuck out hiding. So I'm sitting around that shit, man, like, this shit is on. This shit is on. Cleaned out all day Sunday, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Cleaned out all day Sunday, 2 Sundays ago. Woke up, didn't sleep under the fan, woke up with a toothache. I said, damn, my damn tooth hurting. I said, I've been cleaning out all day. That kind of shit happens when you don't clean out and shit is backed up. Sister called, I said, damn, my tooth hurting. She said, man, the sister that got turned on. She said, man, them niggas done Shango, I think it was Shango and a lead bar. She said, Shango and a lead bar put some shit up in your tooth, and they done zap your ass. And man, every hour that shit got worse and worse and worse. I said, well, in 1998, this shit happened to me. She said that they zapped your ass then, because you was talking about that dark side. But you didn't know who they were at the time. You didn't know they wasn't on your side. You figure African deities, they gotta be on our side. They zapped me, and my shit got worse and worse and worse. And she looked, she said, man, she said, they went into your gums. She said, they can't kill you, but they can get on your last nerve. And she said, it's like Ogun, he got an axe, or a sword or an axe. She said, they went in your gum, and it's almost like they damaged every nerve in your gum. Your mouth is completely torn up. I said, damn. And the shit started getting worse. And she said, they got a poison or inflammation in you that's so bad. And 5 teeth was hurting so bad. And then I said, well, look. I said, now I had 1 tooth that hurt like this in 1998. And I said, it took 2 days for it to get unbearable. I said, the pain is already what it was when it got unbearable. I said, man, if midnight comes and this shit If midnight comes and if this shit is what I think it is, I'm in trouble. And midnight came and I said, God damn it, I said, I can't lay down. The brother said, so one brother came to the house, brother named Yehoshua. He opens up for me on a lot of tapes. He said, by 11 o'clock, your ass in trouble. He said, if that chi energy kicks in and that melanin, your ass in trouble. Because it brings everything to a height. And 11 o'clock hit 11:45 and that shit started. And at 12 o'clock I said, this is the way it was 2 years ago. I said, you might well kill me now. I said, you got my ass. Fuck this shit. So the sister called and she said, they saying get you some rum, get you some gin and some scotch. I said, I got gin and scotch in the house. She said, pour them together and take about 4 shots. This was before then. Pour the gin and them together, and I poured this shit in my mouth, and them motherfucking spirits, these Paulos got in there, and they started repairing my nerves, and in 2 days they had the shit repaired. But there's only one problem. It still got the heat that's very sore. So now that the shit started back up and it started raining outside, and that's when I had to go get that Oxycontin, because my shit was fucked up. They later on last week hit the sister that was doing the channel, and what I had in my tooth, she got in her whole fucking body. And it took her a whole damn week to get well. And you know what that motherfucker told me? Yesterday morning, told me on Thursday night, she said, I got better. She said, but guess what I was throwing up? She said, I was throwing up pure dirt. I was throwing up mud. So the point is we done tapped into some shit. But I'm telling you, listen to me. They patriarchal orders and they didn't want to be found out. The matriarchal orders, Oshun and Yemenyan, all of them, that's of a matriarchal order that predated, you see, the doggone patriarchal order. And Ogun and them is of the patriarchal order and of this particular matrix. Why the hell you think you gotta damn give them all them candles and all that shit? Oshun and them is doing it, but they can go back and forth to the dark side, and they already defected. So what I'm trying to say here is, there's a war going on. Then they hit the fucking sister again, the other one that they hit with the dreads, and it was a Bartolot. He tried to kill her ass again. But she had opened up a gateway to their system in Voodoo, and Legwa sits over there, and she couldn't close the gateway. So we had to beg Zalaban and them to give us a ritual so she could close the damn gateway. Or they said the third one, they come the third time, they was coming to kill her. So this is the kind of war. There's a war going on the outer realms. But the key here is we done found the ones that's supposed to go to the next realm. So it goes like this in the Kabbalah. They got the Sephiras, which is the emanations in the world of appearances of the creation world, the world of the matrix. And you have gods that set upon those different Sephiras. Then you have on the back of the tree the Kalipah, which is the dark region. But they say that the Kalipah, which is the dark side of the tree or the back side of the tree, will be the future side of the tree. So Zarabanda in them represents the Kalipah, the back side of the tree, the melanin realm. And the Sephiras, the 10 luminous emanations, would have eyes upon the tree of the Kabbalah. They are ones of this matrix, but they are going out. And the ones on the other side are the ones that's coming in. And that's this war that's going on. But the thing is, in this, it's got to be no light. You just didn't know that the feminine energies, or the feminine energy is the one of the great mother, which is the mother of the moon. That's darkness. That's the womb. That's the primordial waters. The light that we're talking about is called angels or angels. That's the archangel realm. And they sit in the human brain as the Matrix. They give you all this light and make you see, think this illusion shit is real. It is what's up under the matrix, which is the pineal and pituitary gland, and the thalamus gland, which represents not the back side of the tree. The light side of the tree, they all exist in the human brain. That's why Watara sits on the head. But the human brain is the matrix. It is illusion. It is because of this human brain that you think you exist. That's why I told you that you can get freaky all the hell you want, because guess what? You motherfuckers don't even exist. The only thing that exists is your soul on the inside, dreaming this bullshit. If this is an illusion and you don't exist, then why act obedient? Proof 191 wrong. Go get you some run. Go handcuff your nigga to the bed. Go handcuff your nigga to the bed and chain whip his ass. The problem here is that black people have become 19th century white people. You are now the pilgrims. You are now Amish, Pennsylvania Dutch motherfuckers, baking bread. You got to break the cycle of humanity. Guess what the enemy is? They've been telling you on all the goddamn monster movies. The enemy is humanity. That's the enemy. Humanity is what we did in a cycle when we was in the cocoon. Now we are coming out of the cocoon into the metamorphosis stage as a butterfly. Now the cocoon is supposed to be seen as the enemy. So anybody trying to be human don't get it. Because black people now are the Amish, you 19th and 17th century crackers. White people is like they say, do what thy will. Should be the whole of the damn law. They say in the book of in the holy books of Thelema and Liber Tesdi, they say, I am the God of the black earth, and I did not come to chastise you. I bid you not to change from all your voluptuous ways and all your follies. So you need to be goddamn smoking your marijuana, smoking your cigarettes, eating your shrimp, doing all that stuff. That's what you got to do. You got to get to another level. Let's go into a question and answer. We got 5 minutes, period. Let's go into a question and answer for the people that's confused about this thing. All I'm telling you that the people in the Yoruba, all I'm telling you is, now it is time to, if it is not based on a patriarchal side, don't mess with it. It's about the feminine energy. If it ain't about the feminine energy, don't mess with the shit. What's that? Or then you whatever. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
But then when you deal with continental Africans who are Europeans,
Right.
they don't think, they like, you can't be mixing that with Europe.
That's why they got rid of it.
And hold on. And like in Cuba, it seems like it's almost, it comes out, I'm doing the Eva free.
the continents of Africa, you got to understand, the continents of Africa, you're talking about a people, once the system gets old and gets to the point where it gets deteriorated, the first thing happens is they become more and more orthodox. They lose, hold on 1 minute, they lose the age-old primal knowledge or gnosis. So it would be, the oldest systems a lot of time will be the more orthodox ones now, and over the years, based on politics and based on them actually losing a certain amount of information based on deterioration, they would be the ones that become more Puritan. And that's the problem with Africa. Africa is more, other than colonization and stuff, they have lost a lot of primal knowledge. Now, I want to say another thing about the Apollo. The Apollo, what makes it higher is this. The Apollo is the only one in the world that's mixed with ancient Congo, Africa, and pre-Columbian deities, Olmec. It's a difference. See, even Santeria is only mixed with Yoruba and a cross thing of Catholicism to hide the Yoruba up under the saints. But listen, this is very important so you understand this. Apollo is mixed with pre-Columbian Olmec deities. So therefore, you have a perfect balance of East meets West. Olmec is an ancient cosmic society. Palo, yeah. Because Palo is the highest thing. The other one consists more now of everyday life maintaining the matrix, and that's what the Yoruba thing does. Palo goes beyond that because the simple fact you got to understand, it's not only Congo, it's Olmec. That's the key. That's the key. And when you get that, that means you're getting some Atlantean shit. You get some Lemurian shit when the continents was one.
Right. They don't recognize 13 outside priests.
Who?
But in the continent, you can become a high priestess. But in Lucy, Cuba, or Puerto Rico, they don't recognize.
Well, that's just based on that's based on political system. See, what I'm talking about here is this here. Now, get me right on this. I'm telling you not to even go about none of this shit in any traditional line of Yoruba, Palo, or nothing. I'm telling you to use what work and make up your own shit. Then this where we overhaul this shit. See, if you deal with it on even the priesthood and the initiations and the voodoo on what happened, you're stagnating the energy because that was a system that's going on. I'm telling you to take these shits and make up your own shit. That's what you're talking about. So we're not even talking about these old traditions, none of that old bullshit. Some old Ifun and some all that old shit. I'm telling you, make up your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Make up your own shit. Put a goddamn cartoon character up that bitch if you got to. Make your own system up, but use the same energies. Because all those priesthood did, those energies were something that some priest made up thousands of years ago, and you thinking that's authentic. You don't understand that you got the same energy in you to make that shit up now. But it's more powerful if you use your own archetype of the collective unconsciousness. You got to become a new fucking African. So make your own stuff up, and that way you can get more powerful with this stuff. So they told me to mix them liquors up in my house and drink that shit, and they went in there and they repaired my shit. In a couple of days, I was ready. You see, so that's how we rolling with this thing. Give me, what's the question? Yeah. Any questions? You got any questions? What's that?